motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
Play action. Gates. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, these 2 teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Gates. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw on second down. Gates. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out.
Up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. Touchdown! Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Willis on the bootleg. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. Finding Walker complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Willis out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina.
Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession make up for it on this drive, I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 64 yards.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, McCaffrey hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Willis' throw taken in by Slayton. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Once again, he finds Slayton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Right back to the air again with Willis. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
Going to get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Second down at 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Walker with a grab, left side. Oh, what a juke into space.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Catch made by Slayton.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
First, second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gates. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
The gut, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Gates on the slant. He'll get it to Jones.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Gates. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Gates. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nicole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead.
So that challenge, a successful one.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Panthers 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Walker.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming back. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A give for Walker running right. Evades him at the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more air on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there. Just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Going with their tight end on 4th. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass complete to Melton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Complete to DK Metcalf. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gates. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gates. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 52 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Play action, Willis. Got his man, and the ball is knocked out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Touchdown, Vikings! Mecole Hardman from 10 yards out. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Their catch, gain of 21 yards. The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding Hardman here over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Gates complete to Jones.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have a big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot do without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just calm.